All right, here with Woodrow Wilson, Coach Street Sarrett. And Street, good win for you guys going on the road and really on the road. I mean, that was a legitimate, like small college type
Yep,
road
4.5 hour drive. Good.
But you go to Washington, you get the 17-10 win in overtime. You get to Washington. Just talk about that game real quick.
Man, just
what you saw.
Road game, opening game. We got the win. You know, our defense played lights out like they have since the scrimmages, and offense struggled a little bit in some things. But you know, the majority of that was probably me on the play calling. So, you know, we still moved the ball. We scored within 3 plays on the first drive. So our you know, just tough opponent, and man, Washington's got a good quarterback, had a good offensive lineman. They're a pretty decent football team.
Well, you see another pretty good quarterback in Brody Hamrick this week. He's got all of his receivers back. They got a new running back that's emerged. When you look at East, and this is a big rivalry, maybe tamped down a little bit because you're in different classes, but it's still Woodrow and Greenbrier East.
I don't think it's tamped down any. I think it's still Beckley Greenbrier East. It wouldn't matter if he's going to play a checkers game. It's still going to be brutal and tough, and they're going to give us their best game of the year, just like we're going to give them our best game. And man, it doesn't matter what East done week 1, doesn't matter what we done week 1. Man, it's going to be us against them.
What's your opinion on their offense? Like I said, Brody Hamrick, pretty good.
Talented quarterback, good running back. They got a little slot number 23 that they like to get the ball to. Does a great job. You know, Coach Lee's got that offense, and you know the formation and different things to try to pick your weakness. And you know, like I said, it's going to be pretty good. That quarterback's pretty tough.
You've got a pretty good team this year too, especially your defense. A couple guys you were telling me about. One is A.J. Thomas, 2 interceptions on Friday night. And as you alluded to, Preston Clare had 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions
and he's back out for the first time.
Yep,
so.
and 2 scrimmages. So you know those.
First on A.J. Thomas, he's a kid that played a lot for you last year. What are your expectations?
The sky's the limit for A.J. He's playing tough on defense. He back there at the safety position, likes to hit. Man comes up and lays the pad on you. That's what I like about him. And man, he's got that vision on offense where he sees the field, and if he sees one little seam, he's gone.
What makes him so good on defense? I mean, you talk about ball hawking, 2 interceptions.
That vision, man, that vision, and just his speed and his God-given athletic ability. I mean, AJ's just there, and then you got Preston. Preston's the exact same way. Christian Stewart's back there, MJ Staples. Those guys have got a lot of reps, except for Preston. You know, Preston hasn't played since the middle school, but he's still an athlete, still a competitor, man. He leaves out here, and I think he goes over in that gym and shoots basketball for 2 hours to getting ready. So there's no people in that defensive backfield that doesn't have the competitive edge.
What do you make of that? I mean, obviously, if you take a couple of years off high school football, there's a big difference between middle to the jump right there is pretty big. How was he able to do that? I mean,
I'd have really liked to seen him if he'd have played the last 2 years, because man, Preston, I'm telling you, on both sides of the ball, special teams. I mean, kid's special. You know, his dad was a special athlete here at Woodrow, and so he's just carrying it on. And just a good kid, very good kid, and that's what we got here. Though we just got good kids all around. There are no bad kids here on our football team. We got great kids that are going to grow up to be great young men one day.
We talk a lot about your linebackers, and they deserve it because they're good players. How good is that secondary you named? Those 4 guys.
Very good, man. I'll tell you what, they work all with Coach Ray and Coach Suk. I mean, you got those 2 guys right there, a lot of knowledge back there coaching the defensive backs. So, man, and they work at it every day. There's not a day that goes by they're not on huddle, and Coach Ray's got something broke down for them to look at and film. And man, I think they take it personal. They like being those guys that get those interceptions and keeping people from throwing the ball.
I know you want to get back to it because it is East Week, but before I let you go, what makes this East Woodrow rivalry so special?
Man, it's just I can tell you from the time that I was 5-6 years old, man, it was beat Greenbrier East, and that's the way it's been. You know, they had their runs there in the 80s and 90s, and then, you know, in the 2000s here and up to here now, you know, hit and miss. We've had some great games, some tight games. Shoot, that one year in 1994, that was the only loss that 94 team had during the regular season. So, you know, you just can't lay anything. You can't, you know, no matter how good they played first week or how bad somebody played the first week, it's a rival game, and man, it's just special. They don't have no good feelings for us. We don't have any good feelings for them, and that's just a rivalry.
Street, I appreciate the time. Good luck to you guys on Friday. We'll see you down there.
Hey, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.